For years, Dubai has been sold as a city of endless growth. A place where ambition thrives, where the skyline keeps rising, and where people from all over the world come chasing opportunity. But something unusual is happening. Quietly, steadily, people are leaving. And not just a few. For the first time in its modern history, Dubai is seeing a noticeable outflow of residents. This isn't the story you usually hear. The glossy images are still there. Luxury cars, record-breaking towers, and packed malls. On the surface, everything looks the same. But underneath, there's a shift that's hard to ignore. Long-term residents are packing up. Expats who once planned to stay for decades are rethinking everything. So what's really going on? Is Dubai actually declining, or is this just a temporary correction? And why are people who once called it the land of opportunity now deciding to leave? In this video, we're breaking it all down. The economic pressures, lifestyle changes, and hidden realities that are driving this unexpected trend. Because what's happening in Dubai right now isn't just about one city. It could signal something much bigger about global migration, cost of living, and the future of work. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you might see Dubai in a completely different light. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons people are leaving: money. Dubai has always been known for luxury, but recently, the cost of living has climbed to a point where many residents are feeling the pressure. Rent prices have surged dramatically. Areas that were once considered affordable are now out of reach for many middle-income earners. A one-bedroom apartment that used to be manageable now takes up a huge portion of someone's salary. And it's not just rent. Everyday expenses are rising too. Groceries, school fees, healthcare, transportation. Everything adds up quickly. For families, especially, the numbers are getting harder to justify. What makes this situation even more challenging is that salaries haven't increased at the same pace. Many expats moved to Dubai expecting to save money, but now they're finding it harder just to maintain their lifestyle. Some are asking a simple question: if I'm not saving, why am I here? That question is powerful. Because once people start thinking that way, the idea of leaving becomes real. Countries with lower living costs or better long-term benefits start to look more attractive. Dubai is still a high-income city, but the balance between earning and spending is shifting. And for many residents, that balance is no longer working in their favor. Another major factor behind this trend is the job market. Dubai has always attracted talent with the promise of opportunity, but the reality today feels different for many professionals. Competition has intensified. More people are entering the market, especially after global shifts in remote work and economic uncertainty. Companies are becoming more selective, and in some cases, more cost-conscious. There's also been a shift in hiring trends. Some roles that were once well-paid are now being offered at lower salaries. Businesses are restructuring, outsourcing, or automating certain functions. For employees, that creates a sense of instability. Job security, which was never guaranteed, now feels even more uncertain. And when your visa is tied to your job, that uncertainty becomes even more stressful. For some, it only takes one job loss or one contract that isn't renewed to trigger a move. Instead of starting over in Dubai, they choose to relocate entirely. Remote work has also changed the game. People are realizing they don't need to stay in an expensive city to earn a good income. If you can work from anywhere, why stay somewhere where your costs are so high? This shift in mindset is subtle, but powerful. And it's playing a big role in why more people are deciding to leave. Dubai offers a lifestyle that's hard to match. Clean streets, modern infrastructure, safety, and convenience. For many, it feels like a dream. But over time, some residents start to question whether that lifestyle is sustainable long-term. One of the biggest concerns is permanence. For most expats, living in Dubai doesn't automatically lead to permanent residency or citizenship. That means no matter how long you stay, there's always a sense of uncertainty about the future. People begin to think ahead. What happens when I retire? What about my children's future? Where do I truly belong? Education is another factor. International schools are high quality, but they come with very high fees. For families with multiple children, this becomes a major financial commitment year after year. Healthcare, while advanced, is also expensive without strong insurance coverage. Over time, these factors start to outweigh the lifestyle benefits. What once felt exciting can begin to feel temporary. Many residents reach a point where they want stability. A place where they can build roots, invest long-term, and feel secure about their future. And when Dubai doesn't fully provide that sense of permanence, people start looking elsewhere. The world has changed a lot in recent years, and Dubai is no longer the only attractive option for global talent. Other countries are stepping up, offering competitive packages and, in some cases, better long-term benefits. Places like Canada, Portugal, and Australia are attracting expats with pathways to permanent residency and citizenship. These options are becoming more appealing, especially for people thinking about their future beyond just work. Even within the Middle East, competition is growing. Other cities are investing heavily to attract talent, sometimes offering incentives that rival or exceed what Dubai provides. At the same time, digital nomad visas and remote work opportunities are opening doors everywhere. People are no longer tied to one location. They can choose places that offer a better balance of cost, lifestyle, and long-term security. This shift is changing how people think about where they live. It's no longer just about earning potential. It's about quality of life, stability, and future planning. Dubai is still a strong contender, but it's now part of a much larger global competition. A natural adjustment in a rapidly changing world. It's important to keep things in perspective. Dubai is still one of the most dynamic cities in the world. Major projects are ongoing. Tourism remains strong. Business activity is still high. But what we're seeing now might be a shift rather than a recalibration of who lives in the city and why. The days of easy savings and guaranteed growth may be fading, replaced by a more complex reality. One where people have to weigh costs, opportunities, and long-term plans more carefully than before. For some, Dubai will always be the perfect place. For others, it's becoming a stepping stone rather than a final destination. And that might be the biggest change of all. The idea of Dubai as a permanent dream is evolving into something more temporary, more strategic. A place to build, earn, and then move on.